Welcome to Spirit Knox for Brooklyn Mosaic. I'm here with another message. Today will be, I don't know, should I say day 100 of spiritual attacks? Today was a little different, so I wanted to share this with you all. Um, I decided to go out into the community and get some food stuff because, as you know from my last experience, I'm not letting nobody cook for me. Okay. So I go to get watermelon. That was yesterday. I don't know if y'all heard me talk about that. But somebody has maraboued the watermelons. Now, I don't know if it's because they're jealous of the business owner or they're willing to take out a few people just to get to me. Okay. So I haven't been back to the watermelon place, but I am going to go by there and let them know, and they could do with it as they will. But today I went out and I wanted to get just a few little supplies because I've decided, I'm fasting. I've been fasting since Friday, and I've been doing a water fast. And I only want to break my fast with things that I've cooked or raw vegetables. So I get off at turntable. Well, let me start. When I exit my compound and I lock the gate, I look to my right, which is the direction I'm going to walk into the junction, and there's like this long, skinny boy hanging from a tree. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, this boy looked real familiar, but the face looked evil. Like, you know how somebody's face just looked devilish, like they want to devour you or something? And I'm like, I don't know this boy. So I just kept looking at him. And the closer I got to him, someone called me that was coming up the beach. They was coming up the beach on a bicycle. And the brother always, Angela, he always says my name wrong. And I turned and I said, how are you, brother? He said, I'm good. And so he approached me on his bike and he was talking to me. He said, how you been? How's the shop? I said, I done told you how many times did I close this shop? My lease ended. I'm no longer there. He said, oh, I didn't remember. But how are you? What are you doing with your business? I said, I have things online. If people want to sell, people want to buy things, I have them online available to them. He was like, oh, okay. So we talked and I said, so where you off to on this bike? It was a lot of dust blowing, right? We know that's the wicked working. Okay. Y'all call it what y'all want. When the wind is blowing up like that and dust is stuff blowing to get in your nose, your eyes, and your mouth, that ain't nothing but the devil. Can't get to you no other way. So they trying to use the elements to get to you. So stay protected. So I'm like digging in my bag because I thought I put my glasses in. I cleaned them and I saged them, but I forgot to put them in my bag. So I'm just keeping my eyes low. So he's like, no, I'm not going to ride. I have to go a long distance. I'm going to put my bike on top of the van and let them take me to my location. So I said, oh, okay. So we go across the street. We go to get on the van and I'm going to get power, right? So get on the van, no problem. I get off the van at turntable and I'm walking and I see a lady from the clinic. And I'm like, I tap on her arm because she's turned the other way. I'm like, hey, sis. She's like, oh my God, Andrea, how are you? Long time. Angela, how are you? No, long time, long time. Again, I'm being called Angela. And I usually let it slide because I know people. But when I'm honest about it, everybody from that clinic that I left calls me Angela. Okay, no problem. Sister, greet the sister. Tell everybody hi. I don't say nothing about why I left the clinic. I just keep walking. Then it clicks all of a sudden. That boy you saw hanging from the tree that was watching your house, he was from the clinic. So the herbalist, Dr. Adama Endow, has his people watching me. The boy was watching my house. The lady wasn't coincidentally at turntable. Word went to her. I was on my way to turntable. So she's there acting like she's so shocked to see me. She was shocked because I caught her. And she probably hoped I didn't see her. But I put my hand right on her. No problem. I pass her. I go and walk to a couple of little stands. They have tore everything up at turntable. I walk past her, I keep going down the end. There's a little shopkeeper I like to go to sometime. I go to him to buy some beans. And mind you, my mind told me, go someplace else to buy beans. But when I looked and I was passing, I didn't see the sister. But I said, let me go to the brother. He might be the only one that still have a business since they done tore everybody else's place up. So I go around to him, and when I get there, I start feeling dizzy. So I'm like, listen, I need to sit. I've been fasting for, he's like, no problem, no problem. So he gives me like a bucket to sit on. So I sit on the bucket. I tell him what I need. I'm like, just give me a little bit of this, a little bit of that, picking up my supplies. Two little girls come, and one of them has on a Thomas the Train shirt. And I just smiled at her, and they were so cute. They were about the same height. And I said to both of them, y'all are so beautiful. And they were like, thank you, Auntie, thank you. And the one was buying like laundry soap for her mother, and the other one was there for a snack. And I said to the little girl, do you know Thomas the Train? And she said, and she smiled. I said, my son used to love Thomas the Train when he was little. I said, he had Thomas the Train has friends, and this boy had the whole Thomas the Train set with all the friends attached, the coloring books, the bed sheets, the towels, you name it. He had Thomas the Train. And they both just started laughing. And they got their stuff and they walked away. And then another man came, and the brother was still helping me. And I told him, brother, I said, listen, stop helping me. Help this brother. Help whoever you need to take care of, because I need to get my bearings, because I'm still feeling like I need to rest a little bit. I said, take care of your customers. I'm good. I'm not in a rush. He said, okay, thank you, sister. Thank you. So they proceed. They keep doing what they're doing. So next thing, a brother comes and he's almost like on his knees. He just looks so sick and so weakly, and he's bent down, right, like not too far from me. So I say to the brother, I said, are you okay? He said, nah, I'm sick. I said, I see it. You look very sick. So I get up and I tell him to sit. He's like, no, Auntie, no, no. I said, no, you need to sit down because I need to look at you and I can't see you from this level. I need you to look up at the sky. So when he looked up, I looked in his eyes and I told him what I saw. And everything I saw was what he said he was having problems with in his eyes. And a lot of it had to do with his back and his organs. So I explained to him what was going on. And then something was like, of course, show me your hands. And when he opened his hands, what do I see? Marabou in his hands. Somebody don't put a curse on this boy. I said, okay, so it's a curse that was put on you to look like physical ailments. This is an illusion. I said, you need to take care of this Marabou. So I told him what herbs he need to get. Just the herb just comes to my mind like this is what he need. And then there was a tree where we were at. And I said, you know what? It is not a coincidence that you are here with me. And this herbal tree is here. You need to get some of those leaves. Start with that. Boil it. And when you get home, get this herb. And then look and see what other herbs are growing around you. Because the herbs that are growing around you are the herbs that will heal you. He was like, okay, okay.